One of my favourite drives in Australia is the Great Ocean Road. It lives up to the hype. It's a fantastic drive. It starts at Geelong, not far from Melbourne, and goes all along the coast to Port Fairy. Fantastic coastal scenery, some great rainforest in the hinterland, all sorts of adventures along the way, lighthouses, lots of wildlife, shipwrecks, and some fantastic cafes. Take a weekend, spend the night, lots of great places to stay, some fantastic restaurants. It's a really good short break out of Melbourne. Now this is a drive that you should put on your bucket list. It's called the Mereenie Loop Drive and it's through Outback Australia. And if you've never been to the Outback, if you've never been to the desert, this is the best drive you can do. Starts in Alice Springs, you head west through the West Macs, you end up in Uluru, which is Ayers Rock, spend a couple of days there, head out to Kings Canyon and then back. It is a fantastic drive. Dirt roads, but you don't need to be a hero four-wheel driver to do this one. You just need a bit of confidence and a sense of adventure. Take your time, take it easy, slow down if there's something coming the other way because it's a bit dusty. But this is an adventure you'll never forget. This is scenery that you'll find nowhere else on the planet. For a great driving adventure, you can't go past the Great Alpine Way. It's a fantastic mountain drive across the roof of Australia through the Victorian Alps. Starts in Bright, ends up in the coast near Bairnsdale, but you could do it as a loop if you want and go from Bright to Omeo and back along the high Bogong Plains. This is a stunning drive, curve after curve of beautiful scenery, some great walks if you want to stretch the legs. You could do it in a day, but you don't want to hurry this one. Take your time, take a couple of days, explore the mountains. This is a drive you'll never forget. Best done in convertible if you've got one.
In 1974, Holden really wanted to beef up their brand of Torana, to have an everyday man's muscle car. Introducing the SLR 5000. Now, this is a prime example. It was so popular in the 70s, everyone wanted one. Popular on the track as well as in the suburban streets, probably because of the bright colours and the dynamic shape. So let's hit the road, see how it goes. The SLR 5000 goes from 0 to 100 kilometres in 7.9 seconds. It is pretty impressive. A top speed of 194 kilometres. Not that I'm doing that today, but it's still good to know. So the Torana comes in a 2-door variety, but for the redhead family car, it also has 4-door. You know, it's so surprisingly smooth. I think it's just the exhaust that bumps up and down and makes the best noise ever, but it is really, really nice to drive. Wow, what an experience driving a Torana. Look, I had to wind up my own windows, and there's not the fancy buttons, but what you get in exchange is a lot of grunt. That is why the SLR 5000 is the most highly replicated car in Australia. With its body kit and its tough lines, it really does make it a true blue piece of Australia. Living on the Gold Coast is all about our beautiful beaches. From D-Bar to South Stratty, we have world-famous surf breaks and world-famous surfing champions like 2012 world champion Joel Parkinson. He's agreed to chat with us today, take us for a cruise around, and I'm hoping to get some secret surf spots. Hey, Joel.
Hey, Charlie.
Mwah.
How you doing?
Oh, this is the beast, huh?
It is, yeah. It's a little dirty, but it goes well.
Nice. How's the surf?
There's no waves here. I mean, I think maybe down the coast you want to go check Snapper.
Let's go. Thanks. Oh my God, I feel like I'm in such a strong car.
It's what I like. I like a big car, plenty of space. This is a Toyota Land Cruiser, the Sahara, which is their top-of-the-line one. It's got so many bells and whistles. You know, like yesterday I had it off-road down the coast. And, you know, I'm not going to get stuck in this thing at all. And,
no. You said you take it to surf breaks. Do you still drop the kids off at school in this as well?
yeah, I did this morning. A board's in there, they climb over boards and, you know, they're just, I guess they're accustomed to having boards in the car and stuff.
Because surfing's a lifestyle. Did you ever just think, I want to aim to be a world champion? Or was it just, I'm going to do what I love and I happen to be talented at it?
I loved it, I had fun of it. It wasn't until 10, 12, 13 years old that I kind of had a dream to be a pro surfer when I was young, but I never thought it would be a reality. Growing up here on the Goldie, we were lucky enough to have so many good waves and a great little rat pack of kids that I loved to surf with, and they were all really talented too.
So how, when you are the busiest man, surfing around, You've got a family, you've got young ones. Oh, I might just go into business with my mate and, like, fill up the rest of my time.
Yeah, I don't know. We just, 2 years ago, I don't know, after a few beers, that maybe...
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Start a brewery. Cool idea. Let's do it.
Yeah, it is a wicked venue. You can find me there any Friday between 3 and 9.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe if the surf's up at Snapper, we'll go surfing. If there's no surf, we'll go to Bolter. Is that a plan?
That's a great plan.
All right, what do you think?
It's tiny. If you were desperate, I mean, it's more... If you wanted to go out, it'd be more of a swim.
Yeah, it's like a lake.
Yeah.
All right, so if there's no waves, can we go to Bolter now?
It looks like we're going to Bolter early.
Let's go. Are you the type of guy that if there was a big surf out there today, like, would you have cancelled meeting up with us today and gone surfing?
If Kira was firing today,
Yeah, honestly.
I may have brushed her.
There's all these little kids that are aiming to be like Parko, but you're transcending the generations because you are still winning and still looking like at the peak of your game. So we've got like decades left.
You know, surfing's kind of changed. When I first got on, it was, guys were throwing the towel in their early 30s and retiring, whereas now it's, Kelly's like 44 and still going. And
Gosh, wow.
Mick's still doing it. He's like 90 years old and
He'd love
stuff
that.
like that.
Are you still mates out of the water even though it's all on when you two are in there?
Yeah, we grew up competing our whole lives, so I guess we understand what happens in the water stays in the water and what happens on the land. We're brothers, so.
Now, okay, I may have the story wrong. Did you borrow Mick's car or did he borrow yours and someone had a bit of a mishap?
Yeah, I may have done a few things to his car. He probably cost me more money on a car in Africa.
That's what mates are for, right?
And then I may have set fire to one of his cars accidentally. And it's just one of those things.
That's what I heard, but what goes on tour stays on tour is also the rules. Mick did pretty well jumping back in J-Bay. That was really full on.
Yeah, he won the event, but I guess to me, I reckon getting back in the water was winning. That was pretty crazy. Last year when that attack happened, he was by far the best surfer, I thought.
Yeah.
And he deserved to win. And it was just fitting that he went back and actually got to win this year and, righted the wrong.
Were you actually watching?
I was just around the corner watching.
Oh my God, did you scream
I
at
just
me?
ran straight down there and was like, and just as I got there, he pulled up. It was kind of pretty rattling, I guess, for us all. He's so strong though, he settled everyone else down, that's kind of what a guy is. He's a pretty amazing human.
Have you ever had a shark encounter while you've been out surfing?
I have lots of sightings and little buzz-bys and stuff like that, but, I've never been in a scale like what happened to Mick. No, I don't think too many surfers in the world have. No way, there's Ockie. Yeah,
Oh
Ock!
my God.
Yeah, Ock!
Hi! He's so
been riding his
great.
board. He's been
Look at
riding his
him.
bike. He's getting fit. Good to see.
I love when he gets a wild card and we see him in again.
I know. So, Charlie, welcome to Bolter.
Thank you, Joel.
Good to have you here.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I know it's not your first time, but I'm always pleased to have you back.
I know, I frequent here a lot, don't I?
Oh, it's a good thing. It's a good place.
So what am I trying today?
We won 2 gold medals for XPA last week.
Wow.
For canned beer and for kegged beer. So
Congratulations.
I'm going to have to pour you one of these
Can
to
you
start.
actually pour? Did they have to teach you?
Oh, absolutely. I was born for this, I think.
Thank you so much for today. It's been
No worries.
amazing. You didn't show me any secret surf spots, though.
No,
I
but
did
cheers to
notice.
that.
Oh, you're sneaky.
A bloke born and bred in Brisbane, Liam Talbot, at the age of 30, made a life-changing decision to enter the world of motor racing. A dramatic choice when you think about the dangers associated with a sport surrounded by uncertainty at every turn. Liam's resolution is now starting to pay dividends with a recent class victory at the historic 24-hour race at the Spa circuit in Belgium.
It's a passion that started almost instantly. Like, I got a couple of races, they weren't spectacular, but I was improving. And I just thought, what if I give 100%, where can I go?
And this is at
do
the
it.
age of 30, right?
Correct. I turned 30, I had the birthday. It's just been a constant game of catch up. But you know what? The bigger the challenge, the harder I try, and the results kept coming.
I seriously love the sound of this car. Tell me, what am I in? What's going on?
So this is very cool. A friend of the family actually has the company HDT, and what they do is they take a modern Commodore, a VE Commodore, and then they created a Commodore that looks like one from 1985, the Peter Brock SS Group A Commodore.
And what's under the hood?
It's got a 7-litre supercharged engine. It's roughly about 1,000 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower? Let's just take a minute and thank the car gods for creating this car. So how do you then arrive in Europe and you're now racing for Kessel Ferrari?
The Ferrari's unbelievable. I was romanticised by the experience, and suddenly I'm there in a red race suit with a red Ferrari, an authentic Italian team and an Italian car. It's just unbelievable.
I have a 1956 Lincoln Premier, which I purchased from the United States. One of the most beautiful cars ever made. The car was designed after the Mercury XM800, 1954, and the Ford Futura, which became the Batmobile afterwards. And when they built this car and sold it, it doubled their sales. When this car came out, it was $6,000 to buy. So it was a lot of money when you think a house at the time was $15,000. Ford, who owns Lincoln, built the Lincoln Continental in 1956-57. They were losing $1,000 per car. When they built this car, they were also losing money as well. The car is as it came out of the showroom in 1956. Paintwork, the chrome, the amethyst and the cream interior, which is original in the car, everything's the same. It drives beautifully, you can't hear the engine, it just purrs along. It's got power windows, power seats, 3-speed automatic, power steering. It's got finger touch controls, so you virtually run your finger to turn the steering wheel. You don't even feel the bumps. It's like you're actually floating on a cloud when you're driving it. It's just a beautiful car to drive. But the only problem is parking it, because it is 6.2 metres long. So it's quite a large car to park. It's easy to steer manoeuvre, but the sheer area I need to do it in is restricted. I usually have to plan ahead where I'm going to make sure I can park the car there if I take it out. But I drive it every week.